Having trouble in your interdimensional relationship? Are modern methods of communication just not cutting it for you and your otherworldly partner? How many of your smartphones have disintegrated from the immense energy required to text between dimensions? Are you wondering if your significant other is even really worth all the effort?
Long-distance relationships are hard enough, even when both partners occupy the same dimension, and currently known summoning techniques can only do so much. These rituals only provide a limited amount of time and do not provide the physical intimacy that most people need in order to keep the flame alive. Here at MEDICULT, we care about your personal life, so we've developed a way to bring you and your partner together once and for all.
Introducing Conyxol by MEDICULT, a cutting-edge product that will make your trans-dimensional romance a reality. With Conyxol, you can bring your loved one into your own realm forever.
Thanks to MEDICULT's cutting-edge research, it is now possible to synthesize a human body for another worldly being. Using your own body as a shared vessel, you can be the one to bring your partner into this world within 6 weeks of beginning the treatment. Is Conyxol right for you? Couple compatibility is essential for the successful use of Conyxol, and it's easy to find out. Before starting the treatment, perform this simple synergy test at home.
Of course, it is a big step to have your partner live inside your body for 6 weeks, so it's good in that sense that you need a synergy test, so you can be reassured that you're making the right decision.
You will need a part of the surface that your partner has been previously summoned on. This can be anything, from dirt and grass to your picnic blanket or Persian rug. Preferably, this should have some trace from the summoning. Scorch marks, liquid stains, acid burns, whatever method you've been using will do. Burn the item until reduced to ash and mix with water. Then combine the mixture with a small amount of bodily fluid of your choice and bring it to a boil. After it has cooled, pour the liquid into a small potted plant in full bloom. Wait 15 minutes. If the colour of the blossom hasn't changed or the plant has died, Conyxol will not work for you. If the colour of the blossom has changed, you can begin your Conyxol journey.
I did it with a piece of my jacket. It got stained that one time during our summons date. Do you remember that? Yeah, and I used a small cactus I had in my room for the synergy test. It got these like crazy neon yellow flowers, and I was just so happy. We've been struggling a lot lately, hadn't we, with talking interdimensionally. When I saw that neon cactus, I was just so excited. And I just wanted you to leave your old body behind and come be with me properly.
Once you have purchased your Conyxol pack from your nearest pharmacy or MEDICULT branch, you can begin the treatment. And now, it's just 6 weeks and 3 simple steps before your relationship is physically accessible.
Use about 200 milliliters of your own blood and mix it in with the Conyxol crystalline powder. Then summon your partner into this realm as normal. Use a consensual possession ritual of your choice and have your partner enter your mind. Then, ingest the previously prepared liquid. This will bind your partner's soul to your body, and back in their dimension, their physical form will begin to fade away.
We used to do possession rituals quite a lot before the treatment. It was kind of as close as it got to, but it was never quite enough. When you're kind of sharing the same body as someone in the same consciousness, eventually you can't see them or touch them, and it sort of feels like you're going a bit mad. But it was the best we could do at the time,
In the following 6 weeks, your partner's new human body will slowly be built up inside of you. By the 3rd week, the remnants of their old physical form will have fully disintegrated. Now you can have them all to yourself.
Initially I was really scared to move to a new reality, especially to get this scrawny human body. But every relationship requires compromise. My old body was an electronic sound current, so coming here was quite an adjustment, but it was really worth it, and KT really helped me through it.
During the next 6 weeks, use the Conyxol serum twice daily. Now that you're sharing a vessel, the serum will keep your body healthy to prepare for your partner's imminent physical manifestation. During this period, it's important to keep hydrated, eat clean, and do regular exercise, as well as to stay relaxed and avoid stressful conditions such as business meetings or family reunions. It may also be helpful to prepare emotionally. Buy an extra bathrobe for your partner, book a couples holiday, or register them in your local governing body. These little gestures can really help you and your partner adjust well to your new life together.
Most couples find it quite enjoyable sharing a body with their partner, but it's important to remember that there is such a thing as being too close. Codependency can be quite dangerous in this process, which is why we've developed an identity-preserving system to keep your vessels and your relationship healthy.
It is important to get the timing right for your assimilation. Start the process on a waxing moon and make sure to complete the 6th week on a full moon. Take this into consideration when beginning the treatment. Once every week at midnight, ingest one of the 6 Conyxol capsules. This must take place outdoors. Make sure there is a lot of space around you, and you may want to bring a friend with you for safety. Then, perform the introspection ritual as described in the Conyxol leaflet. Here is a demonstration of the ritual dance. You will then enter your collective mindscape, together with your partner. There you must face and defeat in battle an amalgamation of the two of you. This is an important step, as it will both prevent codependency and strengthen your romantic bond. Amalgams differ from couple to couple, but usually they are nothing to worry about. MEDICULT's specialist amalgam task force will come to your aid immediately in the unlikely event that they are needed.
Yeah, we actually had a lot of fun in the Mindscape. It was the first time that we inhabited the same plane together, and on top of that we had to fight a terrifying monster, and that really spiced things up for us.
After having defeated 6 amalgams, it is now time to finally expel your partner and their new form from your body. Within the same day of your last battle, inject the Conyxol serum into the abdomen, neck, upper arm, or eyelid. 3 to 15 minutes after this, the unbinding process will begin. Your partner will be ejected from your body in one of 3 ways, depending on your levels of codependency. They will either surface, split, or sever from you. If you are doing this at home, make sure to cover your floor and furniture to avoid any potential damage to your possessions. If your partner surfaces from you, this is a sign of a healthy relationship. It means that the assimilation process has been kept in balance, and unbinding you from each other will be easy. Couples with high synergy and low codependency levels are usually the ones to benefit from this transcendental experience.
When we had our unbinding, Elos surfaced from me, and honestly, it was the best feeling I've ever had in my life. I've never felt anything like it.
It was so good.
It's like, think of it as having like an orgasm, but in the astral plane. It was just great. My body was reconstructing and deconstructing at the same time. And when I finally came out of it, there was my body, but there was also Elos' body, which was kind of my body at the same time.
During this type of unbinding, your partner's form will turn into pure light energy and surface from you. Their body will then reform outside yours, leaving both vessels intact and leaving you with an overall satisfying experience of your separation.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, I loved living inside you, but I just needed to be a singular being again. We got in so close and we couldn't even see each other anymore, and it was scary.
Yeah, I think other couples maybe enjoy sharing a mind space a little bit too much and don't know when to stop, but we did like possession quite early on in our relationship already, so I think we knew not to take it too far. Either that or, we're just that cool.
You too can experience the fantastic effects of surfacing if you follow the MEDICULT Codependency Prevention Guide or get in touch with your local MEDICULT representative. The second and most common way to unbind with Conyxol is to split.
A split is the most common form of unbinding, with over 70% of couples completing the treatment in this way. Although slightly unpleasant, splitting is a perfectly safe method of unbinding.
So after the 6 weeks, we had our split, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. No. Our amalgams were pretty strong though, so I shouldn't have been really that surprised. It didn't exactly hurt. My skin was quite sore for a while, and I didn't really exactly feel human, you know what I mean. But it went back to normal pretty quickly, so that's good, yeah. And it's not like I had a lot of time to think about that, really. I had to get this guy settled into the world.
When the two souls are not quite ready to separate, there can be some resistance from the body. Don't worry, both you and your partner's vessels would be perfectly safe during the splitting process. In this semi-physical bodily phenomenon, the skin temporarily transforms into an elastic rubber-like substance. Your partner's new form will then stretch itself and tear from your body, and once it has been fully expelled, your skin should retain its original state within the next half hour.
Yeah, the split was pretty weird. It felt like my body turned into a giant piece of gum. It wasn't painful per se, it was just kind of tense, like my skin was pulling and stretching in weird ways.
I don't know. I kind of liked it.
I mean, I guess I just didn't really want him to leave my body. I mean, we play video games and stuff together now, but it's not really as exciting as fighting an amalgam, if you know what I mean.
True. That was my favorite part. And we were pretty good. I liked it a lot.
I'm kind of surprised we didn't end up doing the severing thing. I mean, it was really cool having you in my body, but this is cool too, I guess.
Severing can be quite extreme on the body, but fortunately only a very small fraction of Conyxol users experience it. Chances are, if they have made it this far and defeated all 6 amalgams, the unbinding should go relatively smoothly.
Severing is very uncommon and only happens in extreme cases of codependency. Your partner will leave your body in a slightly more painful way, sometimes breaking skin or bones surrounding the exit areas. Be sure to test your codependency levels with your local MEDICULT representative, or through the MEDICULT app, to avoid any damage or mutations to your or your partner's vessels.
Now, you and your partner can finally be together and enjoy each other's bodies. Please note that MEDICULT cannot guarantee the biological sex of your partner's future body, and there is currently no way to determine it prior to their manifestation. If your partner was a specific sex in their own dimension, which has an equivalent here, there is a higher chance their body will retain it. However, there is no guarantee.
Oh, no. I mean, I didn't really have a gender before I came here, and we were both fine with it.
Yeah, we just look the same now, which is kind of cute, I think.
Yeah. I mean, if I had to look like any measly human, at least I'd look like this one.
People keep asking me this, and before he was literally an amorphous blob, so why would I give a if he had a or not?
Finally, you can enjoy a real relationship. Sometimes it can take time for your partner to adjust to their new body and to their new reality. Here are some ways you could help them along the way. For example, if your partner didn't have a physical form before, you could inform them about the human body. Make sure they understand bodily fluids, fatigue, eating, pain, any sensation they may be unfamiliar with, and put it into context.
Yeah, his name used to be... But we changed it to Brett because I just thought, easier, isn't it?
Brett.
It's very important to establish a good diet for your loved one, so they do not damage their new body by accident. You could also teach them about politics, society, culture, or any other simple concept. This would really help them settle in.
You too can become part of the Conyxol family, end the struggle of interdimensional communication, and begin the healthy, normal relationship you've always dreamed of. You and your partner could be the same species within 6 weeks.
Being human is great. I love having a three-dimensional body.
We would strongly recommend Conyxol to any couples dealing with dimensional barriers.
Hell, I'd hit it again if he wasn't here already.
Until now, it was impossible to permanently move to another reality, or to get a body rebuilt in such a short space of time. Conyxol truly marks a new chapter in interdimensional relations.
Buy Conyxol now from a pharmacy near you and bring your relationship into your reality. Disclaimer: Conyxol should not be used to summon elder gods or other entities that could bring chaos and destruction into our dimension. MEDICULT bears no responsibility for any such events. Do not use Conyxol if you are pregnant or breastfeeding, if you have a conjoined twin, or if you will soon be donating blood or organs.
Side effects may include nausea, violent tremors, extreme codependency, loss of appetite, rashes, bone disintegration, unexpected pregnancy, stunted growth, loss of sense of self, skin tags, hallucinations, internal bleeding, dissociation, loss of genitalia, violent tendencies, and abrupt death.